I'm sorry, Mr. Manletter, but I've just examined Mr. Kittredge. And my prescription is a complete rest at once.
Oh, dear, at once. He couldn't rest next week?
No, unless he leaves here today and cuts himself off completely from the book business, I'll wash my hands of the case.
Oh, my, well, you don't look any worse than usual.
Well, I'm sure the doctor's made a thorough examination.
I have indeed. Mr. Kittredge is a very sick man.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry. I don't mean to sound, but you see, 2/3 of the people won't show up for the auction if they know that you're not going to be here to conduct it.
You stay here and referee this bout, Runt. I'll be right back, gentlemen.
Well, what seems to be the trouble, Mr. Manletter?
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes, I want to buy a book.
Mm-hmm. You first, I presume.
No, I already have a book. It's entitled How to Recognize Smart Alecks. Blackie?
Well, if it isn't my good friend, Inspector Faraday.
How are you,
No,
Blackie?
I'm fine. I'm not exactly surprised to find you in a bookshop, but isn't this atmosphere a bit foreign to Matthews?
You better watch your step, Blackie.
Oh, shush.
Oh, thanks. Look out it doesn't explode in your face. I'm always a little suspicious of you, Blackie, when you start bribing the police department with cigars. What are you and the Runt doing here, anyway?
Well, to tell you the truth, we came here to haul off about $40,000 or $50,000 worth of first editions. Mm-hmm. We got into an underground passage we'd been digging for weeks, only to find that my good friend Arthur Manletter had bought this shop 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I bet that broke your heart.
Oh, it did.
All right, Blackie, look, I'm here for a copy of the records of the French surety of 1921.
Oh.
I've tried every rare bookshop in town, even the public library.
Oh, Miss Menard, maybe you can help these worms.
Uh-huh.
Bookworms.
I don't mean to sound inhuman, you see, but when I purchased this place, I bought your goodwill, and that includes your name and your services.
I agree with you, Mr. Manletter, and I'd like to be here.
You better get your hat, Mr. Kittredge.
The doctor's right, Mr. Kittredge. Your health comes first.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Don't you worry about it.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Bye.
Take care of yourself. Well, there goes my whole investment.
Maybe not.
Well, I don't know. The results from the auction, you know, make up most of the profits for the year.
Arthur, I've got an idea. I think I might be able to convince Mr. Kittredge. Now, I'll talk to his doctor and see you at your house after dinner.
Oh.
Do you want me to go?
No, you stay here with Arthur.
Good evening, Frank. Mr. Manletter in?
Yes, sir. Come right in, Mr. Kittredge.
Thank you.
Now, don't be startled, gentlemen. I'm here to put your fears at rest.
Why, come right in, Wilfred.
Thank you. I merely want to inform you that after a little talk with Mr. Blackie, I've decided, regardless of my health, to conduct the auction on Friday.
Well, that's the nicest thing I ever heard of. I don't know how I can thank you. Oh, my.
Some water, please.
Some water.
Oh, get some water, Mr. Manletter. Hurry up.
Oh, don't hit him so hard. There you are. Yeah. Is it?
Can't you put something stronger in that, Arthur?
Yes, of course I can.
Blackie!
Blackie, you...
Well, if I fooled you, I guess I can fool your customers.
Customer? You mean to say you want to take Kittredge's place?
Why not? It's just for the auction.
Oh, but Blackie, you don't know anything about books.
No, but the beautiful blonde in the shop knows everything about books.
Uh-huh.
So I'll let her in on the gag, conduct the auction, and nobody will be the wiser.
Oh, Blackie, if you can do this, you'll solve all my problems.
Well, I'll do it on one condition, that you stay out of the shop. If I ever see you, I'll laugh.
And, Mr. Manletter, I'm going to keep you company, because if I see this, I'm going to laugh.
Oh, good heavens, don't you laugh. Hello? Yes, this is Professor Hadley. Most certainly the book will be ready. A perfect, a magnificent imitation. Not a flaw from cover to cover. No matter how many experts may be there, I defy them to recognize this one as a copy. Don't worry. It will be ready for the auction Friday. Goodbye.
Having dispensed with the minor items, I naturally refer to these as minor in the light of what we are about to disclose to you. We come now to the rarest of our rare books. The first edition of Charles Dickens' Pickwick Papers.
How am I doing?
Fine. The inscription.
Oh, yes, we are particularly fortunate in having the only copy which has the author's own inscription inside the back cover. Before I ask for bids, I shall leave the volume here, so that anyone who wants to look at it may do so. Miss Menard will answer any questions.
I must see that inscription.
Good morning, Inspector.
Good morning, Mr. Kittredge.
Well, when I phoned police headquarters for a guard, I hardly expected the head of the department.
Well, we had a hunch this Dickens book might prove a little temptation to some of the lads we keep our eye on.
Oh, nonsense. It's such a rare item, I doubt if the cleverest thief could dispose of it.
There's only one copy of the Brooklyn Bridge, Mr. Kittredge, but they've sold that 1,271 times that we know of.
It's very amusing.
As a matter of fact, there's one ex-convict in this town that book might bring out of retirement.
Really?
His name is Boston Blackie.
Boston? Oh, yes, you mean that friend of Arthur Manleader's?
That's the man.
Oh, not him, Inspector.
He could sell you the nose on your face and make you pay double if you wore a ring in it.
Well, I don't ordinarily wear a ring in my nose.
I beg your pardon. It's my assistant, Sergeant Matthews.
Glad to meet you.
How do you do? Well, it's awfully good of you to drop in.
That's Stogie.
No, don't throw it away, Sergeant. Keep on enjoying it. Well, you make yourselves at home, gentlemen.
Thank you. Mr. Kittredge.
Yes?
You never saw me before, but yet when I walked in here a minute ago, you knew who I was. How's that?
Well, you see, Inspector, when a person devotes his entire life to books, parts of his anatomy become flat, but never his feet. You also seem to forget that you were talking to this Boston Blackie person in the shop only a few days ago. Yes.
That's right. Shut up. Keep your eyes open. Learn something.
Would you kindly return to your seats, please? I shall ask for the first bid. Now, what do I hear?
35,000.
37.5.
39,000.
39,000. Do I hear 40? Well, you must all be aware of the fact that the last recorded sale of a similar volume brought closer to 60,000.
50,000.
50,000. Well, that's better. Thank you so much, Mr.
Harmon, big man.
Thank you, Mr. Harmon. Yes, indeed.
52.5. 55,000.
Well, Mr. Harmon bids 55. Do I hear 60?
59,000.
59,000. Won't somebody bid 60?
60,000.
60,000. 60,000. Anything higher?
62,000.
62,000 has been bid. Do I hear anything higher? 62,000 once. 62,000 twice. 62,000 sold to Mr. Harmon. Well, congratulations, Mr. Harmon.
Congratulations.
Say, who's this Harmon guy, Chief?
He's the most famous bibliophile in the country.
Bibliophile?
Mm-hmm.
You don't look in shape to go 6 rounds.
Oh, the seller's name is Porter Hadley. H-A-D.
Better make out the check to Kittredge and Company, Mr. Harmon. We'll send Mr. Hadley a check after we deduct our usual commission.
Yes, indeed.
Hello? Yeah, this is the professor. 50,000. That's a lot of money. The check's on its way to Drexel Avenue? Good.
Inspector Faraday.
Mr. Harmon.
The book for which I paid $62,000 at the Kittredge auction yesterday is a counterfeit.
A counterfeit? Well, that's a pretty serious charge, Mr. Harmon. Before we can take action, we'd have to have some proof of that charge.
This is my secretary, Mr. Leslie Paisley.
How do you do?
His judgment in these matters is highly respected.
Mm-hmm.
I became suspicious when I noticed a crooked comma here on page 56.
Crooked comma. Well, what does that prove? I've seen many a crooked comma in my time, in many kinds of books.
Inspector, the first edition of the Pickwick Papers has no comma in this sentence on page 56.
We have no record of this man, Porter Hadley, you describe. Undoubtedly, he's an expert brought in on the job. But if my hunch is right, Mr. Kittredge, the spark plug in this setup is the man I suspected yesterday.
Who's that, Inspector?
Boston Blackie.
Boston Blackie? I mean, Boston Blackie? Well, that's impossible.
Well, from what I've heard of Boston Blackie, the inspector might be right, Arthur.
Oh, how can you say that?
Listen, once a thief, always a thief. And where $50,000 is involved, I wouldn't depend too much on Mr. Blackie's friendship.
No, indeed.
But I happen to know that, that is, I mean, I'm very certain that Blackie had nothing to do with this.
Checked every spot you took it, Chief.
And?
I covered his apartment, the Eagles Club, the Rams, and about 9 different joints he goes every day, and no one has seen Blackie for 48 hours.
One place you didn't check. When did you last see Boston Blackie, Mr. Manletter?
Oh, I see him every day.
Today? Yesterday?
Well, of course I saw him today. I didn't see him today.
You didn't see him yesterday either?
No, I didn't see him yesterday either.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but a short absence doesn't make a man a criminal.
Listen, doesn't it seem strange to you that at a time like this we can't find him? I'm going to hang Blackie for this.
Well, you can't hang him until you find him.
I'll find him. You looking for somebody, Runt?
Well, yes, I came in to buy a book. I wanna...
Another bibliophile, Chief.
Where's Blackie?
Why, a few minutes ago, he... I don't know.
Why don't you go out in the shop, young man? Yes. My girl will take care of you.
Yes, just a minute.
Miss Bernard, please.
Yes, Mr. Kittredge?
The young man here is interested in a book.
Hold on. You didn't see Blackie today?
No.
You didn't see him yesterday?
No.
I suppose you didn't see him when he was talking to me here either?
No.
Oh, an amnesia victim. Take him down to headquarters and refresh his memory.
Now, wait a minute. You can't lock me up. I didn't do a thing.
All crooks are innocent. I suppose you're as innocent as your friend Blackie. All right, Matthews.
You can't get away with this. I'm going to take this up with somebody.
How is all this going to get my money back? Mr. Kittredge, I hope you've stopped payment on your check to this Hadley person.
Oh, dear. No, I didn't. Miss Bernard, would you call the bank, please, right away?
He was here when the bank opened. Almost broke a leg falling over the scrub woman. Yes, we cashed it. It was certified, you know.
The check was cashed first thing this morning.
Oh, dear.
Mr. Manletter, I hold you responsible, and I demand full restitution.
Oh, now, take my word for it. If the money isn't recovered, Kittredge and Company will make good every penny of it.
That's good enough for me. Good day.
Good day.
Mr. Hadley seemed like such a scholarly little man when he brought the book in.
Did he leave an address?
Well,
Yes. Here it is.
1616 Drexel Avenue.
The check was delivered to him there last night by messenger.
Last night's a pretty big head start, but nevertheless, I'll investigate.
Oh, I'm so glad you're on this case, Inspector.
You'll hear from me if anything develops.
Well, goodbye, Inspector. Oh, gee, Blackie, you're in all this trouble on my account.
What about yourself? 50 grand isn't confetti, you know.
I feel as though it's all my fault. I should have examined the book more thoroughly. As I think back to it, Mr. Hadley's innocent manner completely disarmed me.
You're not to blame, Gloria, really.
Look, Blackie, I want to excuse me, dear. I will not let them think that you're at the bottom of this counterfeiting thing. I'm going to take my loss, and I'm going to tell them...
Get me arrested. Oh, no. While I'm trying to prove my innocence to Faraday, the crooks will run off with the money. Your money.
But that isn't
Now,
the
look,
point.
Arthur, as long as I'm hiding behind this beard, I'm safe.
Well, are you sure of that?
I'm sure, and don't worry, please. I'll see you later.
Well, all right, but be careful, because I don't care for myself.
I will.
Do you think Inspector Faraday will locate Hadley?
Oh, not a chance. The crook doesn't give you his address, Gloria. You know, I just remembered, when Hadley took that book out of his briefcase, it was wrapped in an old piece of newspaper.
I threw it in the wastebasket. But suppose you find it. What's that going to prove?
Well, I remember there was an address written on it. Yeah, here it is. Might have been written by the newsboy.
That might be something.
Yeah. Here, what are you doing?
I'm going to call Inspector Faraday.
Oh, no, he won't be in his office for an hour yet.
Well, they could reach him on the radio.
Now, look, Gloria, I'm in trouble, and I'm the only one who can get me out of it. Excuse me, I'm going to change. Wait for me.
Good morning, miss.
There's no vacancy. Haven't had one. Don't expect one. You're wasting your time if you try to bribe me.
No, I'm looking for one of your roomers, a Mr. Porter Hadley.
Never heard of him.
Oh, looked like a college professor, a little man about so high.
Oh, you mean that little bookworm, Stephen Quebeca? He sneaked out here owing $80 after living here for 6 months.
Really? Did anyone ever come to see him?
Just his niece once or twice, that's all.
Uh-huh. Did he leave anything behind?
Just some old shirts.
You say he left some old shirts, huh? Could I take a look at them, please?
You can have them for all I care. Right in here.
Thanks. Good morning. The Laundry Association tells me this is your number, Mr. Sobel. It's K441. We'd appreciate any information about the owner.
It's not our custom to expose patrons to the first nose that dashes in here unannounced.
Yes, I quite understand that, Mr. Sobel. Police headquarters. Inspector Faraday's staff.
Why don't you say so? I'll take a look. Hasn't done business with us for over 6 months. The name is Porter Hadley.
Porter Hadley, huh? The address, please?
The Globe House Wrecking Company at Verries Avenue and Jones Street.
Verries and Jones. Thank you very much. If we can do you a favor sometime, give us a call.
Just a minute. Forgot your wallet, officer.
Oh, thanks.
And your shirt.
I'll make you a little present of it.
I got plenty of shirts.
Inspector Faraday.
Operator, get me police headquarters.
I thought you'd never get here.
Did you, Professor? How solicitous of you.
What do you mean?
Were you planning a little trip?
You don't think I intend to sit around here until they track us down, do you?
Us, Professor? You were supposed to call me the minute you cashed the check at the bank.
I couldn't reach you.
Where's the money?
Here's 25,000. Your share.
Don't divide it, Professor. I'm taking it all. I've listened to you, Professor. You sound exactly like a double-crosser.
Porter Hadley. Who was in here with you? Who was...
That's an expensive gun, Blackie. You might misplace it. Get over there. Over there. Take care of him. Now drop it on the desk. Gently. I didn't expect to find you at the scene of a murder, Blackie. Looks like you're washed up.
Compliments to the Quincy Hand Laundry, huh?
That's right. They tipped me off.
I thought so. Well, you've caught me in the act, Inspector. I'll go quietly.
You're not going to try to talk yourself out of this one?
No.
You don't mean to tell me you just happened in here as the murderer dropped this revolver on the floor and then ran out that other door?
Well, I wouldn't say that, Inspector, because I'd know your answer.
Oh, would you?
Mm-hmm. Isn't it a little early in the day, Blackie, for a bedtime story?
And to think that Kittredge gave me the laugh when I suggested you might be in on this.
He's only been dead a few minutes, Chief.
All right, call the coroner.
Yes, the police photographer and the reporters and all the news photographers.
Don't worry, Blackie. We'll have your picture on every front page in the town.
Oh, goody.
Sit down.
Sure.
Hello, Gertie. This is me. Me, homicide.
All right, hold it.
The papers would give you a break if you talk, Blackie.
I have nothing to say, boys.
Boston Blackie turned Sphinx. My editor won't believe me.
Inspector, may I see you a minute, please?
And now, don't try anything funny. There's a guard at each door.
I wouldn't think of such a thing.
Here's this guy's papers, Stephen Quebecer.
Quebecer?
We have a picture here. Let's see.
Hey, does anybody mind if the police photographer gets a picture here?
Go right ahead. We got pictures all over the place of this guy.
Bad boy, huh? Yes, sir. Well, I'm going back to the office. I'll send for the body.
All right.
Goodbye.
All right.
Inspector, you were right. There's another way out of this cellar.
Well, take a look at it. Keep your eye on Blackie.
You know
Come
me,
on,
boss.
boys. This should be interesting.
Maybe now I can get my picture.
What's the matter?
Huh. I could have sworn I brought in a half a dozen spare plates.
Oh.
Well, I'll have to get some from upstairs.
Well, don't hurry. I'll still be beautiful when you get back. I'd like to get a shot of this, Sergeant. Yes, I want a full shot of this. You get in too, officer. You'll never get in the movies that way, Sergeant. Smile. That's pretty, Sergeant.
If you back up a little bit, you'll get us all in.
That's a good idea. Thank you very much. Excuse me, I want to get a long shot of this. Ready?
Hey, what do you think you're doing? What's the idea? This is my camera. Hey, Blackie!
Oh, you ox! What? I'll get him. Never mind, I'll send out an alarm. Why didn't you stop him?
I couldn't even see him, Chief.
You lunkhead. You couldn't be a seeing eye man for a blind dog. Get out of the way. There.
Boston Blackie suspected of murder. Paper lady, read all about it. Wextree, Boston Blackie escaped police suspected of murder. Read all about it. Boston Blackie escaped police. Paper lady? Thank you. Extra, read all about it. Boston Blackie escaped police suspected of murder.
Did you get the money?
Yes, I did. But I had to get away from Steve's place in a hurry. When I got back to the bookshop, I found I'd lost it.
Lost it? Where?
I'm not sure.
Well, let's go back and Steve will help us find it.
Steve's dead.
You?
Yes.
We're getting out of here.
But, Jack, we haven't got the money.
I don't care. How do you think I feel? An escaped con that has to hide his face from the cops while his wife goes out murdering for him.
Maybe it's because I love you, Jack. To think I had the money right in my hand.
What happened?
An unexpected guest. Here, read this.
Boston Blackie. He see you?
No, I got away just in time. That's when I must have dropped the envelope.
We're getting out of here.
No, we're not. We're going to stick this thing out. All our plans depend upon that money. When you and I go away, we're going far away. And with enough cash to keep us for a long time.
You're crazy. This is a murder rap.
There isn't a bit of suspicion on me. If Blackie picked up that envelope, he's still got it.
Don't you think the cops searched him?
If they had, the papers would have said so.
So what do we do next?
So I'll go to work as usual in the morning. For the moment, give me a light, honey, will you?
My office has been after me 4 times today. I've got to get a statement from the department.
Just tell them that the clever Boston Blackie escaped from the poor detective.
That's been on our front page for the last 2 editions. Our readers want to know what you're going to do about it.
I'm going to do the best I can. I'm not a Superman. I'm just a human being.
That's news.
Yeah, let's go to the phone.
Holy mackerel. Oh, he's not Superman.
They look as though they just found out something important.
Never mind, never mind.
Now, look here, Inspector. You can't hold me here. I'm a citizen. And besides, I didn't do nothing.
That's why we sent for you, Runt.
Huh?
We're letting you go.
Oh, wait a minute,
It's
Chief.
all right, Sergeant. When the police department makes a mistake, they're the very first to rectify it. We had no right to arrest you, so we're releasing you.
You're making a big mistake, Chief.
Run along, Runt.
You mean that I'm free? I can go...
And keep your nose clean.
Oh, well, gee whiz. Well, thanks, fellows. So long.
Good morning. Close the door. Anyone ask for me?
We've only been open a few minutes.
Did you read the papers?
Yes, what happened?
Well, I traced Hadley to his workshop. When I got there, he was dead. I nearly had my hands on the murderer, but he got away.
Oh, how awful.
Well, not exactly. I got the money. You know, that inspector's a trusting soul. He never searches me.
Well, that's nice. Now you can return the money to Mr. Harmon and everything will be all right.
Oh, is that just like a woman? If Kittredge returns the money, the police will want to know where he got it, won't they? From that point on, you don't have to be very bright to figure that Kittredge and Blackie are one and the same.
But what else can you do? You've got to take that chance.
I'd wind up facing a murder rap. No, it's a tough assignment, Gloria. But I've got to find the guy who dropped this little package.
What do you think he wants in the bookstore, Chief?
I don't know, but we'll give him time to hang himself.
Blackie, look, I'm free again.
Are you crazy? Get out of here.
I thought you needed me. I got here as soon as you let me out.
I'll beat it, run and make it fast.
But I don't get you.
Don't you know why they let you out?
No.
You're being tagged. Now get out of here and stay out.
Oh, I get it.
Come on.
If we now turn our eyes upon the happy consequence of religion, upon the evils which mankind brought upon
You're
themselves...
quite an intellectual, eh, Runt?
Yes, Huh?
I see the minute you sprung from jail, you hot-footed right for a bookstore.
Oh, well, you see, I love books.
Well, what I want to know is why did you come to this bookstore? There are at least 3 others between headquarters and here.
Oh, well, you see, Mr. Kittredge and I are very old.
Something I can do for you, gentlemen.
Yes, call Mr. Kittredge, please.
I don't think Mr. Kittredge is in yet, but I'll see.
He likes books.
Come in.
Oh, I didn't think you were here, Mr. Kittredge.
Oh, yes, yes.
I didn't see you come in. Inspector Faraday wants to talk to you, sir.
Oh, the inspector, eh? Yeah. Well, tell him I'll be out presently.
Yes, sir.
How am I, all right?
Oh, perfect. Oh, Blackie, the money. Suppose the inspector gets suspicious and decides to search you.
Uh-oh, that's right.
Give it to me. I'll hide it.
Okay. Wait a minute. Got a better idea. The inspector will never search this. Look. Well, after you.
Blackie.
The
Good morning, Mr. Kittredge.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Why did you bring this little man with you? I thought you had him safely locked up.
He was released, and we didn't bring him here. He came by himself.
Oh, and what for?
That's what we'd like to know, Mr. Kittredge.
Well, I'm afraid I can't enlighten you, gentlemen. You see, I'm just as bewildered as you are.
But it does seem strange that this friend of Boston Blackie's would come straight here.
It would seem to me that this whole case is very strange. If this man is working with a desperate criminal, why is he permitted to roam the streets freely?
Well, you don't understand, Mr. Kittredge.
I understand a lot more than you think, sir. A man who's both thief and murderer is at large. And instead of scouring the city for him, you come fiddling into my shop with this little scoundrel here to interrogate me.
Who are you calling a scoundrel?
Now, you don't know the case, Mr. Kittredge.
I know the case, and I'm the victim. All I'm interested in is finding the murderer and recovering $50,000.
That's right.
That's right. And as for him, you lock him up. Lock him up. If you don't, I'll personally file a complaint with the police department.
Come on.
Sounds like a toughie.
You can make it.
I like.
Someone's coming. Let's go. We can try it again tomorrow.
I think it's very foolish keeping the money here, Arthur.
Well, why, Blackie? It's just as safe here as any place else.
Yeah, but the guy that bumped off Hadley isn't giving up that easily. I have a hunch he'll come here looking for the money. If he hasn't already.
What do you mean?
Somebody's been here.
Oh, say, you're joking, Blackie.
Am I? The shades are down.
Holy mackerel. Maybe I'd better keep that in the vault of the bank.
Yes, I think you better.
Well, Blackie, who knew that it was in there?
I don't know, Arthur, but I have a hunch he'll be back.
Say, Blackie.
Yeah?
Will you walk home with me?
Sure.
Maybe you're ready to see it my way now. It's hopeless. As long as we stick around here, that's...
Jack, you're losing your nerve. You've forgotten what the money in that safe means to us.
Yeah. Can mean 20 years.
Not us.
Could even mean the chair.
It means freedom for both of us. Happiness for you and me, Jack.
I wouldn't try cracking that safe again if there's $1 million in it.
You don't have to. Blackie'll open it for us. Why don't you examine these too, madam? I'm sure you'll find what you want. Mr. Obie.
Yeah?
Would you wrap these, please? Mr. Craig is calling for them this afternoon.
Why, certainly, Miss Menard.
This one here seems pretty good.
Well, why not look over them all? There's no hurry.
Thank you.
Did you find something?
Yes, I'll take this one. It's a great relief to finally get just what you've been looking for.
Yes, isn't it? Jack. Jack, I got it. I told you Blackie would open the safe for us. Here it is.
50,000 smackers. Are you kidding?
What's the matter?
Blank paper. You walked into a trap right up to your neck.
So what? So he knows somebody's after the money, that's all. He's known that all along. He still wouldn't know who made the switch of envelopes.
No, baby, this finishes it.
And let everything we planned slip through our fingers?
It's too late.
It's not too late. We'll just stop playing a waiting game with Blackie, that's all.
What do you mean?
We'll do it the hard way. I wanted 50,000, but we may have to settle for half.
Hello, Mr. Kittredge. Won't you join me?
Sure.
And now you need a friend. Luck.
Okay, friend. Let's have it.
You're in a tough spot, Blackie.
Really? Where do you get your information?
What difference does that make? I'm here for the payoff. Let's not waste any time.
Did you think I'd bring the money with me?
No. You're even too smart to leave it in a safe.
Oh, you must be the visitor who toyed with my safe the other night. And also the customer who switched envelopes yesterday when the safe was open.
Keep guessing, Blackie. I never admit anything.
And I don't give up 50 grand just because someone knows I'm Blackie.
How about a guy who's wanted for murder? You know, Blackie, when I was a kid in school, I was head man in my glee club.
No.
And I can sing louder than an operatic soprano.
When you were in school, did the teacher call you Higgins?
Higgins?
Yes, Jack Higgins, forger and safecracker. Alias Dewey Turner, alias Waldo Hubbard, alias Joe Manning, and alias a lot of others.
You're crazy.
Well, maybe, but not nearsighted. You know, that's a very phony-looking mustache you're wearing.
I got a mind to call a cop and turn you in now.
Ohio State Penitentiary, 1934 to 37. Let's see, Sing Sing, 1942. By the way, aren't you supposed to be up there right now doing time?
All right, wise guy. So you know me. What's the deal?
Well, I might consider a little proposition. Say, 50-50.
Okay. But remember, Blackie, don't try to pull a fast one. You may not even live to get to the chair.
That's charming. Where shall I deliver the money?
Follow these directions. It's outside of town. It'll be safe for both of us. I'll be there, waiting for you.
Just a minute, Higgins. Where did we meet last?
Syracuse.
Oh, yes, Syracuse. You got married there, didn't you? Did I know the girl?
Nah. She went to college. She was a highbrow dame. You wouldn't know her. See you later.
College dame, huh? Could be.
What took you so long? I was beginning to worry.
Were you really, Gloria?
Yes. Did you find out anything?
Oh, just what you'd expect.
He didn't threaten you.
No. All he wants is $25,000 or else.
Blackie, you're not going to give it to him.
What can I do?
Well, you could call the police.
And bargain with Faraday? Oh, no. No, I'm in a spot, and Higgins knows it.
Higgins?
Yes, Higgins. That's our friend's name.
But if you give him the money, well, you'll be letting go of the only bait you have. The real murderer will never come to you then.
I wonder what I did with that money.
Money?
Yes. Oh, here it is. I almost forgot. Now, you go about your business just as though nothing has happened. I won't be long.
Hello. Hello, Jack. He just left this minute. Yes, every penny of it. It's a good idea.
Hello?
Well, Mrs. Brown, I'll see if we have that book. I'll call you right back. Runt, you shouldn't have come here. You know you're being followed.
Oh, I gotta see Blackie.
Blackie just left. He had to go somewhere with the $50,000.
Now you just said him to get rid of me. I know Blackie didn't have a cent on him.
Oh, yes, he did. It was in an envelope. I saw him put it in his pocket.
He tell you that?
Mm-hmm.
That's Blackie. He's always clowning.
Well, it didn't seem to me like he was clowning.
That's why Mr. Manliner wants to see Blackie today. He's getting very fidgety about that cabbage in the apartment, and he wants to get it in the bank. You think I'm kidding, don't you? Well, I saw Mr. Manliner put that money in the safe myself, just before I left.
Well, I'm glad Blackie was only joking.
Well, of course. You don't think Blackie's crazy enough to carry a bankroll like that around with him, do you? No. Well, so long. I'll be seeing you.
Bye. Hello, Jack. I just learned something. Blackie's on his way, all right, but not with the money. I don't know. I thought he had it. But right now, the money's in Manlitter's safe.
I thought I told you to shadow the runt and stick with him.
That's just what I came in to tell you, Chief. It's a waste of manpower trailing him.
Goes back to the bookstore every time, huh?
Like a magnet. You can pick up the runt, put him in any part of town. 15 minutes later, he's back at the bookshop. Say, that ought to mean something.
Well, it just means that either he's expecting to meet Blackie there or Blackie's been there and gone. Get me Mr. Wilfred Kittredge's home on the phone.
Yes, sir.
Kittredge wouldn't be home now, boss. He's down at the bookshop.
I want to know what time he gets home. I don't want to talk to him at the shop anymore. Hello, Inspector Faraday speaking. Could you tell me what time Mr. Kittredge generally arrives in the evening?
Well, he's home now, in bed, resting. He hasn't been out of the house in several days.
Thank you. Tell him to expect a visit from the police department. Get my car. Thank you. How do you do, Mr. Kittredge? I'm sorry to interrupt you this way, but it's official business, you know.
Sit down, Inspector.
Won't have time to sit down. I just want to ask you one question. How long have you been in that bed?
I haven't been out of the house for over a week. Been in bed most of the time. Doctor's orders.
That's all I wanted to know. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Thank you very much.
It's actually 3 o'clock. I'd like to have this delivered in an hour.
Get 4 shot.
That's right. Is Higgins in?
Put him up, Blackie, and keep him there. Frisk him.
Here. I was under the impression we were going to talk business.
It's business, all right, only I'm doing the talking. Smart guy, huh? So you didn't bring the money with you?
How did you find that out?
You'd like to know, wouldn't you? I also know where it is. How do you like that?
I think you're a very smart young man. Why don't you go and get it?
Maybe I will. Sit down. Go to work.
Very comfortable little place you have here.
Glad you like it, because you're going to be with us quite a while.
You're wasting your time. If the police don't hear from me in a few minutes, this joint will be hotter than a firecracker.
You make me laugh, Blackie. The cops want you worse than they want me.
Perhaps I can offer you a little deal.
I'm through making deals with you, Blackie.
You're no nearer that cash than you ever were. I might be able to help.
You can help by sitting right there and being a good boy. After I get what I want, maybe Diz will let you off the leash. So long, sucker.
Mind if I smoke?
You got any?
Yes, right here in the pocket. Now, one of them's for me.
Oh, excuse me.
That's all right. Thank you. You like them, you know.
Oh, my error.
That's all right. Fine. Oh, sleep, my baby. Go to sleep.
Hello, operator. Get me police headquarters, will you? Hello, police headquarters. I want Inspector Faraday's office, please.
Hello? Oh, Mr. Manletter. No, I'm sorry, he isn't in. What? Yes? Yes, I have it. Oh, sure, Mr. Manletter. Right away. Something screwy.
Hey, maybe we ought to tell the inspector.
No, it'd take too long to get in touch with him. Come on, boys, we'll investigate this ourselves. I can hardly wait to see the look on the chief's face when I bring Blackie in. Wait a minute. What was that address?
11105, Sarge.
11105 Prompton. 11105 Prompton.
This'll be easy for you. It's only a wall safe.
How about the butler?
Don't worry about him. It's his day off.
Arthur.
Put him up, Blackie.
Gloria. Well, what a charming combination. Constance, Gloria Menard, and Jack Higgins. The lady and the lug.
Save your breath.
I said put him up. And remember, I haven't the slightest hesitation about firing.
The way you fired at Steve Quebecer?
Wouldn't you like to know? Police, step back. Jack, get out quickly, the back way.
How about you?
Don't worry about me. I'll take care of myself. Now get out.
Yeah, run along, you big hero. She'll attend to everything. She has the brains.
Jack! Get out.
You're a clever girl, Gloria. You really are.
Stay there.
Stay here. Well,
Oh, Inspector.
fancy meeting you here, Mr. Kittredge. I just missed you at the bookstore. You're not tending to your business, Mr. Kittredge.
Inspector, the man you want just went out the back way.
The man I want's right in this room.
Oh, you've got to believe me. He's getting away. I'll go with you.
Yeah, you bet you'll go with me, but I want to clear up a few things first.
Oh, I'm so glad you came when you did.
You've nothing to fear now, Miss Menard. Just tell me what you know about this.
I began to suspect the masquerade yesterday, but I just couldn't believe it. I knew the real Mr. Kittredge so well, and yet I was baffled.
Mm-hmm. And then?
Well, when he acted so strangely and left the shop this afternoon, I decided to investigate on my own. So I went to the office and took this and followed him here, and, well, here we are.
Beautiful story. Now tell the inspector the real one.
I'm going to leave that up to you, Blackie.
A murderer's a pretty important catch, Miss Menard. Anytime you want to join the force, just let me know.
Thank you.
Better put her in the homicide department. Are you going to believe that fairy story?
May I have your gun, please? You're going for a walk, Blackie. I'd say about a mile. And I don't mean for a cigarette.
Oh, very funny.
Where have you been?
Looking for Blackie, and all he found was an empty house.
Well, Blackie, I
I'll
didn't
see you
know...
later, Arthur.
Get off on you, walrus!
Get after him! Watch this hall!
The service elevator's downstairs.
Try that. It's locked, sir. Well, if I know Blackie, he's in there. Give it some beef.
Are you sure he came in here, Chief?
Of course I'm sure. What's this? There he is. Blackie! Blackie, come up here!
No, you come down here.
I just parked the car. Have you heard from Blackie yet?
I should say I have. He was here. The police have got him. He broke away from there chasing him.
Where'd he go?
Somewhere here in the building. I don't know.
Well, come on, let's look for him.
Run down a couple floors and head him off.
Come on, Father. Wait, we'll take the service elevator.
Well, it's an awfully big building. I got lost myself
Well,
once.
Mr. Manley, I've looked everywhere for him. I don't... Get out of my way!
Hello, Inspector.
Mr. Manley!
Yeah?
Mr. Manley, I found him. They got him trapped on a pipe.
In the
No,
pipe?
don't go over there. I got an idea. Come on.
Hey, Matthews!
away this time, Blackie.
Oh, but it's terribly dangerous, Ron. Have you ever done anything like this before?
Oh, sure.
I don't want to take the responsibility for this.
Oh, now, don't worry, will you, Mr. Mail-Letter?
You'll burn him to death.
No, I won't. The fire will never reach him. This will just smoke him out, that's all.
Oh, just smoke.
That's all.
Say, it's a wonderful idea.
Give me some more paper. Give me some more paper. There's got a lot of paper in here.
Wait for me, boss.
Hey, Porter, did you see a man come out of there?
Yeah, he just went down the hall.
Block those exits. Yes, hey, that wasn't the porter's voice. Come back here, you guys. Oh, you've been a big help. Come on.
Here you are, Ron. Make it blaze.
Yeah. Say, Porter, did you see a fella coming down from...
Sure, I see the fella.
Blackie!
Blackie? Oh, for heaven's sakes, get out of here. Your car's parked right around the back.
Good. Now, Wrench, you're coming with me. Arthur, go upstairs to your apartment and stall Gloria for at least 10 minutes, understand?
Stall Gloria, that's right. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. How do you know she'll still be there?
She wouldn't dare leave while the police are in the building. Here, take those, and I'll borrow this, too. Come on, Wrench. Go on, do what I told you.
Open up, please.
In the other room, sucker.
What do you want with me?
Rod, get the cords off that drapes. That's fine, Run. Tie him up. Make it fast.
What's all this gonna get you?
Haven't you heard? We're out to win the Campfire Scouts medal for tying the best knot of the year. Run, get Faraday on the phone.
Faraday?
Yes, you better use his private number.
You know what you're saying?
I'll finish that.
Inspector Faraday. I got him.
I'll take that. Put him in the closet. Hello, Inspector. This is Blackie.
Blackie, well, how are you? Who did you say this was? Trace this call.
Trace the inspector's call.
Yeah, you better keep Matthews away from that other phone or I'll hang up.
Okay, okay, you've got my word. Never mind tracing the call.
Skip it, operator.
I have a little proposition for you, Inspector. If you promise to wait 20 minutes before coming here, I'll tell you where I am. And I'll also have the case on a platter for you.
Okay, okay, you have my word.
Good. I'm in room 506 at the Traymore Apartments.
You've got exactly 20 minutes.
You want to give him all that time to get away?
I gave my word not to come up there, but I can surround the whole block. Come on.
How'd I do?
That's fine. Now stay in here, Runt. You know what to do.
Jack. Jack.
Hello, baby. You surprised?
Not at all. I knew you'd come to me.
Oh, no, you're coming to me with a confession. A signed confession.
You can have it, but it'll cost you $25,000.
Really? Would you be surprised to know that your boyfriend is now at police headquarters giving them a full confession, free of charge?
What a quaint fable. If that were true, you wouldn't be up here trying to wring a confession out of me. Grow up, Blackie. Maybe someday we'll let you mix with the adults.
Well, you seem to forget that I'm facing the chair for murder I didn't commit. Now, come on, start writing. Or maybe the district attorney will have a real case against me.
You haven't got what it takes to pull the trigger.
No? Watch. Stand back. Over to the desk, please. Just enough chicken in me to give you the same treatment. Now sit down and write what I tell you. Just as I dictated. Go on. I killed Stephen Quebecer, otherwise known as Porter Hadley. Quebecer and I were partners in a counterfeiting swindle which involved a rare edition of Dickens' Pickwick Papers. That's good. Boston Blackie had no connection with this affair. I alone am responsible for Quebecer's death. Now sign it. Sign it. Thank you.
Up, Blackie.
All right, Blackie, give me the confession. You dropped the gun, too.
I don't see why. There's nothing in it but blank cartridges.
Well, Jack Higgins. We've been looking for you. Get him out of here.
Yes, sir. Come on. You surprised, Inspector?
Yeah, a little. Blackie, you're not only wanted for murder, you got yourself mixed up with a cheap jailbreaker.
Oh, you don't want me, Inspector. There's the real killer. Gloria Menard, Kittredge's assistant in the bookshop.
Oh, Inspector, this is the second time I have to thank you for arriving just in time. I was in the kitchen when I heard the commotion and found the two men fighting.
Inspector, this girl happens to be the wife of Jack Higgins.
Well?
She killed Quebecer. She signed a confession.
A confession?
Mm-hmm.
Where is the confession, Blackie?
Well, she thinks she burned it, but,
Quebecer was a double-crosser, that's why...
That's why you shot him? Oh, so that's it.
Well, you... now, you got your confession, Inspector, and Matthews heard it. Unfortunately, Miss Menard burned the real one.
What are you...
Get her out of here, Matthews.
Get your hands off me, Blackfoot!
Charming girl.
Now, wait a minute, Inspector. I can explain everything.
That can wait. Blackie, what I can't understand is how I could believe you'd be dumb enough to commit murder for 50 grand.
You must have thought I was nuts, huh?
Well...
How long have we known each other, Inspector?
15 years, I guess.
I think you were right in the first place.
Huh?
To be friendly with you for 15 years, I'd have to be nuts.
I don't get it.